Wow.
Well, do tell us more about Grieg's Piano Concerto and what it does for you, Paul.
It's totally involving. It does create its own world, as Brian was talking about Ray Davies. And I was just swept up as a boy by that incredibly romantic, and now you know why they use the word romantic
Sure.
in application to some composers, finale. And, of course, Rubinstein, who's just there going manic while the orchestra is playing. And I actually thought he was going to run out of keys at that point where he just keeps ascending to the top there.
Well, I suppose Grieg is very likeable, actually. He probably went out of his way to be quite likeable. And Rubinstein, I think, is such a highly coloured performer.
I pilgrimaged to his last concert at the Wigmore Hall. I'd just gone down from university, and it cost me £20 to get a seat to watch his hands. But I thought I must do this, which was a lot of money for me in those days. But I had to do that, and it was, of course, a memorable concert. And there was one piece where he refused applause because he'd made a couple of errors, because he was losing his vision, as we knew. And so he did another piece to compensate for that. And then he did one encore, and then despite the huzzas and hurrahs, he said, please, no more, I cannot see the keys. Then backstage, and somehow I managed to get backstage, no security, obviously, Lauren Bacall pilgrimaged.
Wow.
And as he descended the stairs at the back, she just went, Maestro! And he said, I am not so blind that I cannot see your beauty. And I thought, what a rascal, still pulling at 90.
90. Gracious me.
Completely alive.
Oh,
and
that gives us hope, doesn't it?
That's right. So that's the first of my two. Let's turn the spotlight back over to Brian Eno now for your second.
Well, this is a song which, for me, has an almost classical presence, in that I think this is one of the pieces of music from this era of the late 20th century that really could persist for a very long time. It's a very ambitious, grand idea, in many ways quite poorly done, I have to say. If you listen to the song in terms of its details, there are all sorts of things wrong with it, but the aspiration of it and the feeling of it is so powerful that I think it overcomes all those things. This is called State of Independence by Donna Summer.